Not a Honkai Star Rail video. Yes, this no. I think I'm on like my what? I think I'm on like my 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, ninth streak. I broke my Honkai Star Rail streak. So now we're on to Honkai Impact third here. All right, alrighty. So we're here today to watch a little bit of lore about Papa Welts, aka Welt Yang. I call him in Honkai Star Rail. I call him Dad or Papa Welt, due to the fact that he's like a father figure or a mentor figure to the Express trio. So, yeah, um, really, he is one of the 4 reasons why I started playing Honkai Impact Third. Him being one of the reasons because he has more lore on this game, Honkai HI3. And then the other reason it was because I was also interested in checking out where it all started with the Honkai stuff. You know, the Hoyoverse games from Honkai Impact Third, Genshin Impact, Honkai Star Rail, all that junky. And my third reason is honestly was mostly because I saw this because of the one girl that I saw, and she got my interest, in which brought me to play, but I don't know what her name is. But yeah, bro, I don't know. I'll probably have to like edit a picture of her somewhere around somewhere here. Oops. But yeah, and my fourth reason was mostly because of Kiana here, because I like Kiana. No, I started playing because of Kiana. But yeah, we're watching more Honkai Impact lore stuff, Honkai Impact Third lore stuff, because I'm very committed with this game. This has to be one of the most story has to be one of the most in-depth storyline I have ever probably witnessed ever. I don't know about ever, but I don't know. I'll probably like, my opinion will probably change, but I do think this is like one of the most in-depth stories that I've ever played until I start playing, I don't know, Star Wars or something like that. But yeah, we're gonna be watching some bit of lore videos. You guys reckon, when I started playing this game like a couple months ago, you guys recommend me, if you want to learn more lore stuff, go to Homu Labs, because they do like professional work with explaining all the lore stuff. So this is where I am right now. So better late than never, I guess. So yeah, let's get started, shall we? Everything you need to know about Welt Yang before playing Honkai Star Rail. So let's get to it.
Never played Honkai Impact Third before, you might be very confused as to why people lose their minds over this plain-looking grandpa that is seemingly obsessed with making anime and going on space adventures with a bunch of kids.
Because he has that aura, okay? I watched like I read the first 10 chapters, the second eruption, and man has so much aura. Like it's like, damn, bro.
How do you do, fellow kids?
What?
It's okay though, without knowing his backstory, well, comes out as a pretty strange guy. I even saw people saying that, and I quote, "He's ugly and I don't understand why would anyone want to play as him."
What? Who said that? You gotta start a riot or something if you're gonna say that to Dad here.
And to that, I'll have to borrow a quote from a certain individual known as Jesus. "Forgive them, Father, for they do not know what they are doing," or saying in this case. So, let me get my glasses and let Grandpa Homu Labs tell you youngsters a story. A story about a hero who saved Earth countless times. A man that endured insurmountable...
Oh yeah, I remember this part. Yeah.
obstacles and managed to rise to the challenge every time, shouting in the face of adversity, "I am Welt of humanity and I stand against you, Dark Queen, as a warrior guardian of the human race."
Jeez, he had veins all around his eyes.
Okay, to be fair, his lines are a bit corny. But even so, you can't help but fangirl over this man whenever he appears. It is no surprise that Hoyoverse chose him to be the one character from Honkai Impact 3rd to come over to Star Rail. We even have a meme in the Honkai community that Welt is just that way as a self-insert in the story. Anyway, here
okay.
is everything you need to know about Welt Yang.
Woke up being almost done, but some bro outlive every enemy, bro face.
Before you embark on your trailblazing journey with him.
Anti-entropy.
Joachim Nokian Vartanen, aka Welt Yang, is a character with a very long history. But before learning anything about his chadliness, we must learn about the man whose name he inherited. Welt Joyce. Throughout the history of human civilization, major Honkai incidents that lead to the deaths of thousands are referred to as Honkai eruptions. These are usually accompanied by the awakening of Herrschers, powerful beings that can ban physical laws. In 1952, the first Honkai eruption took place in Berlin and took the lives of 300,000 people. Amidst the ruins of the disaster, a young man that didn't have any memories of his past was wandering around. Due to a special property of the core of reason, the minds of the 300,000 deceased were absorbed into his Herrscher core and allowed the man to resist the influence of the Honkai, making it possible for him to become the first Herrscher.
Oh god, look at that face card here. Jeez.
That fights for humanity. He was eventually found by a secret organization that combats the Honkai, known as Schiksal. After years of experimentation, he was transferred to the Schiksal's London division, where he met Mophead and Lobster, Einstein and Tesla for the first time. He also got to know...
Oh yeah, and Einstein and I forgot her name already. Einstein and Tesla, right. Right, they're like older than even Papa Welt here also, so it's crazy, man. He's like the moment when I first encountered them in the manga in Second Eruption, I thought he was the oldest one, but no, they're older than him.
Einstein and Tesla for the first time. He also got to know a scientist by the name of Elias Nokian Vartanen. There, the man was treated with kindness and respect, and Einstein even chose a name for him, Welt, which is German for world, and Joyce, after the Irish author James Joyce. In the time spent there, Welt catches the eye of Elias's son, a small and shy boy by the name of Joachim. Alas, fate would soon turn its ugly gaze upon them. They discovered that Schiksal was hiding many secrets and that Otto Apocalypse, the current overseer of the organization and a professional clown,
okay, well at least we all agree,
had more important plans than fighting the Honkai. They also discovered a weapon left by a previous civilization from 50,000 years ago known as the Previous Era that was wiped out by the Honkai. The weapon was called the Star of Eden and it was made from the Herrscher core of the Previous Era Herrscher of Earth, who had the power to control gravity and sunk an entire continent under the ocean. From that day onwards, the Star of Eden became the signature weapon of the Herrscher of Reason.
And then, and then Dad passed it on to Bronya, or else this game's version of Bronya.
As things escalated, a confrontation between Ado and Welt's group was imminent. Ado killed Elias and took over the body of a Valkyrie named Rihanna, causing a lot of havoc. Joyce, with very little time, managed to take control of his powers and fought back. Ado, who was pushed into a corner, decided to blow up the entire city of New York to make sure that no one who knew his secrets will live. Joyce.
Jesus, that's like, what the hell, man? Minor inconvenience, and then he's gonna throw you like an atomic bomb at you. All right, like Jesus, ran out of toilet paper. Sure, Otto will just launch an atomic fucking bomb everywhere. And then
used his remaining powers to create a barrier and protect the city from the incoming nukes. He was successful, but the damage he sustained was too much for his body. In his last moments, Joyce entrusted his Herrscher core and name to the young Joachim, who lost both his father and his hero on that day. After those events, the Schiksal American branch renamed itself into Anti-Entropy, and Joachim, who now goes by the name Welt Yang, became the new sovereign of the organization.
He was that guy now. Second eruption.
In the year 2000, the second eruption gave birth to the Herrscher of the Void in Siberia. The Herrscher was a girl named Sirin, who was a test subject in Skiksal's Babylon Tower.
Yeah, and then she was innocent, man. She was so innocent, and then she crashed the hell out. Like, goddamn, rightfully so.
Anti-Entropy was forced to take action, and Welt engaged the Herrscher in a direct fight. He used all the might of human civilization to create a fleet of tanks, ships, aircrafts, and other weapons to stop Sirin. I think I should mention here that the Herrscher of Reason has the power to construct literally anything as long as the user has an understanding of that object's composition. Welt is almost victorious, but Otto disguised himself and stopped Welt from dealing the final blow because he needed the Herrscher's powers for his goal. Sirin escaped to the moon, where she got blessed with even more power from the wheel of Honkai and challenged Welt to a final battle on the giant piece of cheese.
Piece of
Welt
what
was
now?
Like, challenge accepted. But knowing that he cannot win, he planned to blow up his own Herrscher core and take out both himself and Sirin at the same time. In the end, he traveled to the moon together with Siegfried, one of Skiksal's knights, and Kiana Kaslana's father.
Right.
Welt's plan ultimately failed, and Sirin took his core before he can detonate it. Welt died, but in a true Sigma male fashion, he already had a plan in place even for this turn of events.
Of course, man, it was him.
The Herrscher of Reason's core can house human minds. He transferred his consciousness into the core right before his physical body died. Then, he waited for an opportunity to strike and used his powers to construct a new body for himself. With his intervention, the tides of the battle were turned against the Herrscher of the Void, and humanity emerged victorious.
Oh, alien space, okay. Or access full potential of the core. Or from experience and knowledge. Knowledge.
In the following years, Welt took up the role of a substitute teacher at a university in America. One of his students was Murata Himeko, a young girl interested in studying the stars and the galaxy. During that
You don't say.
time, Himeko traveled to New Mexico to investigate some UFO sightings, and Welt accompanied her to keep her away from the
Okay, they did have a somewhat like a relationship, or connection, I mean, sorry. Some connections, even in this game also, okay. I was like wondering, also, when I started Honkai Impact 3rd.
Truth, since those alleged UFO sightings were actually tests that Anti-Entropy was doing in the area. Himeko's father, Murata Ryusuke, was a Schiksal researcher who ran away from Aro and sought help from Anti-Entropy. He discovered the existence of a small and fluffy alien species called the Sugars, and even befriended one of them named Peppermint. The Sugars were hiding on Earth from another alien civilization called the Sky People. The Sky People travel to different worlds to harvest Honkai energy, causing destruction in the process. In an attempt to combat one of Sky People's vanguard stones that was approaching Earth, Welt and Ryusuke boarded a rocket and flew into space. After dealing with it, Ryusuke suddenly started monologuing about humanity's potential and revealed his true intention. He wanted to steal Welt's Herrscher powers to fulfill his plan and free humanity from this planet. Ryusuke killed Peppermint and took over his powers. With some help from the Sugars, Welt defeated Ryusuke and put an end to his madness. The Sugars, although
could you imagine? How are you able to defeat me there? How are you so strong? I got help from Sugar today.
grateful to Welt for saving them, decided to leave this world since their existence has been discovered. Himeko, who was kept in the dark, gave up on her studies and joined Schiksal as a Valkyrie to investigate what really happened to
Aww. Really? Oh my god. So she never followed her true dream. Oh my god. That's sad.
who was kept in the dark, gave up on her studies and joined Schiksal as a Valkyrie to
She didn't follow up what her Star Rail counterpart did for herself. Oh my god, that's... Gee, thanks Honkai, you're very Honkaiing, that's for sure.
Investigate what really happened to her father. Unlike Himeko, you don't have to join a secret military organization to learn more about the Honkai. All you need to do is subscribe to this channel and give this video a thumbs up if
Give
you
them
enjoyed
a subscribe.
it. Thank you.
Entropy
Not
invasion.
much happens during this time. Welt is hiding and poses as a teacher at Saint Freya, a Valkyrie school built by Teresa Apocalypse in the Far East. In the meantime, Cocolia, another anti-entropy agent, tries to take advantage of Welt's absence and take over the organization using a clone of Welt, Joyce. In the end, Welt reveals his identity and easily defeats the clone created by Cocolia, proving that no fake can ever match him.
Okay, Impact 30, yes, the main story.
In the events of the game, Welt and Einstein made multiple experiments involving the Sea of Quanta, which is this strange dimension that exists in between different worlds.
Right. This is why, yeah, during Bronya's arc, when trying to bring Zila out of the Sea of Quanta.
One day, they come into contact with a powerful entity known as the Serpent, who wanted to escape into reality. To prevent that, Welt sealed himself inside the Sea of Quanta to make sure that the Serpent will not escape. After the reawakening of the Herrscher of the Void, Cocolia and her forces retreated to the Deep End, an underwater city left behind by the people of the previous era. There, they were attacked by Schiksal forces, and left without options, Cocolia asked Teresa, Einstein and Tesla for help. After a big turn of events, Bronya ends up jumping into the Sea of Quanta and meets Joachim, a kid version of Welt who has prepared a set of trials for her. After Bronya cleared them, Joachim deemed her as a worthy successor to the Herrscher of Reason's powers and passed the core to her.
Right.
They eventually meet the Serpent, who turned out to be Kevin Kaslana, one of the heroes of the previous era who fought the Honkai 50,000 years ago. Bronya was quickly defeated, but Welt, who stored his consciousness inside the core again, recreates his body and saves her. In the end, they were unable to stop the Serpent's escape, but managed to safely return to reality. Welt wants to let Bronya take over the core of Reason and offers to teach her how to use the Herrscher of Reason's powers properly.
Okay. Nice. HPHO? What does that stand for? Anti... parentheses... Honkai... Auto... Attack... Part... Honkai... Auto.
After the Honkai was sealed on the moon, Welt opened up an animation studio where he worked on multiple projects, the most notable one being Arahato, a mecha anime that he started a few decades ago to get some funding for...
Man started doing hobbies, okay, I see you.
And Hato, a mecha anime that he started a few decades ago to get some funding for anti-entropy. One day, Schiksal sent a squad formed by Raiden May, Carol Peppers, and Mr. Paycheck to Saint Fontaine.
What? Excuse me? Post Honkai Odyssey? Oh.
Get some funding for anti-entropy. One day, Schiksal sent a squad formed by Raiden May.
That's May? Goddamn.
Carol Peppers.
Oh, she looks like the character from during the Fuhar arc.
And Mr. Paycheck to Saint Fontaine. Their mission was to find and rescue Welt Yang, who disappeared in the city a few days prior. Saint Fontaine was facing an unprecedented crisis, and instead of humans, the city was full of strange mechanical creatures that turned out to be the Sky People.
Jesus,
who
what
were
era is
brought
this?
to Earth by Void Archives, a sentient divine key from the previous era, to get rid of the Honkai on the moon. I know, it sounds really complicated, but don't beat your head around it too much. After they've dealt with the threat of the Sky People, Welt and Void Archives infiltrated one of the Sky People's spaceships. There, they found out that the Sky People are targeting Himeko, but not Himeko from Honkai Impactor that Welt knew. Instead, it's another Himeko from a different world, Honkai Star Rail Himeko. Being
What?
the hero that he
Whoa,
people,
we'll repeat that again. Hold on.
Welt and Void Archives infiltrated one of the Sky People's spaceships. There, they found out that the Sky People are targeting Himeko, but not Himeko from Honkai Impactor that Welt knew. Instead, it's another Himeko from a different world, Honkai Star Rail Himeko. Being the hero that he is,
Explain.
Welt wanted to save her, but first somebody.
So that's his reason, then being part of the Express, huh? To be the bodyguard for Himeko. Oh.
Being the hero that he is, Welt wanted to save her, but first somebody needed to save him from the Sky People's ship. Luckily, the Sugars were nearby and they didn't forget Welt's kindness, so they saved and brought both him and Void Archives back to Earth. From there, we don't really know how Welt made it to Himeko and the Astral Express. We only have this dialogue from Himeko in which she says
Many years ago, Papa and I were asked, been in the room for a special.
That she found Welt and his friend, who is most likely Void Archives since they refer to him as a he, while visiting a world called Salsoto in a mission from Herrscher to look for a material called Candace Glass. Most likely, after returning to Earth, Welt found a way to travel to Himeko's world, and since then he's been stuck on the Astral Express searching for a way back home. Thankfully, his spirit and youthful vigor haven't changed, and now he enjoys a new set of adventures through the galaxy while guiding a new generation of youngsters on their journey. I mean, it's not like he has a wife and a child waiting for him back home. Oh wait. I guess you could say that he really went to buy some milk.
Okay, so, well, I don't know, he had a reason going besides, well, yeah, but to protect Himeko there, but yeah. Nice, that was a really good video. That was a really nice explanation video. Okay, so how he started, how it started with him, and then we'll push how he's there now. Okay, interesting, because according to Mama Himeko Star Rail version, she found it, yeah, because she found it on a commission from Herta. Pom Pom and Himeko founded Welt Yang and Papa Welt and Void Archives on the planet that they just mentioned, and due to their ship being like messed up from it, so Void Archives and then Papa Welt stayed there for a while to repay their debts, and then Void Archives left first. Left impact impression, although I'm not sure if it was before or after March and Donghung arrived during the Express during the time to become the Nameless. But yeah, very interesting. Not sure if Void Archives returned back to his world yet, or not, or we're ever gonna see him ever in Star Rail. Probably not. Not sure if they're gonna do like a maybe a Welt Yang arc in Star Rail. That would be interesting. But yeah, that was a whole lot of fun.